Hi guys. Today we will solve story problems using a story mat. And remember, our story problems are stories that have both words and pictures in it. Okay? I'm not pictures, sorry, words and numbers in them. So our story problems are stories that have words and numbers in them. Okay? All right. So, what you're going to do is you're going to have this sheet, your story mat sheet, and you need a pencil or something to go with it. All right. And remember, this is set up as part, part, whole. So, part one, part two, and that equals your whole. That is how your story mat is set up. I want you to listen to my story, okay? It says, Tammy has 4 counters. Kyle has 2 counters. How many counters do they have in all? Listen to it again. Tammy has 4 counters. Kyle has 2 counters. How many counters do they have in all? What are you looking for? What is that question asking you to find? The counters, the number of counters. All right, so on your story mat, show me that Tammy has 4 counters and show me that Kyle has 2 counters. It's going to look like that, remember? Now I want you to figure out what number goes up here for your whole. So you have 4, 5, 6. So we're going to write 6 because 6 is your whole number. And we're going to answer that question. It says, how many counters do they have in all? They have 6 counters in all because 4 and 2 is 6. Very nice job. Go ahead and erase your story mat and put your counters off to the side. You don't need these. All right, you ready? Okay. Here's your next one. Franco has 1 lollipop. Manuel has 5 lollipops. How many lollipops are there in all? Let's reread that. Franco has 1 lollipop. Manuel has 5 lollipops. How many lollipops are there in all? What is your question asking you to find? Yeah, the number of lollipops. That's right. Okay, let's turn to our story mat. Show me how many lollipops Franco has. Franco has 1 lollipop. Manuel has 5 lollipops. How many lollipops are there in all? Okay, your board should be ready. If it's not, pause the video real quick and get your board ready. And then unpause it, but I'm going to keep going. You ready? Okay. There's Franco's 1 lollipop. There's Manuel's 5 lollipops. Okay, all together we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lollipops. Together they have 6 lollipops. So your whole is, that's right, 6. One part is 5. The other part is 1. Good job. 1 and 5 is 6. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Way to use that vocabulary. That math vocabulary is super important. Okay, here's your next one. So go ahead and clear off your story mat. You ready to listen to my story? Okay. Carol has 3 stones. Raquel has 3 stones. How many stones are there in all? Let's read that one more time. Carol has 3 stones. Raquel has 3 stones. How many stones are there in all? What are you looking for? What is your question asking you to find? Right, how many stones there are. All right, let's go ahead and fill in our story mats. You ready? Carol has 3 stones, so show me Carol's 3 stones. Raquel has 3 stones, so show me her 3 stones. And I need you to tell me how many stones they have all together. If you're still working, pause the video. But Miss V is going to keep going. All right, you ready? Okay. There is Carol's 3 stones. There's Raquel's 3 stones. How many stones do they have all together? 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 stones all together. All right, one part is 3. The other part is 3. And your whole is, that's right, 6. You guys. All right, you ready? Here we go. There are 6 bunnies in the yard. There are 0 bunnies in the house. How many bunnies are there in all? There are 6 bunnies in the yard. There are 0 bunnies in the house. How many bunnies are there in all? What am I looking for? How many bunnies? Okay. One of my parts would be, how many bunnies in the yard? 6. The other part is, how many bunnies are in the house? 0. So how many bunnies do we have all together? 6. Okay. 6 and 0 is 6. All right. We are doing our last one, and then I'm going to give you some to do on your own for your independent practice. Here's your last one. Maria has 5 pennies. Dad has 1 penny. How many pennies do they have all together? Maria has 5 pennies. Dad has 1 penny. How many pennies do they have all together? What am I looking for? Yeah, the amount of pennies they have. All right, show me Maria has 5 pennies. Show me Dad's 1 penny. And how many pennies do they have all together? Let's see. All right. Here's Maria's 5. Here's Dad's 1. So 5, 6. They have 6 pennies all together. That is so awesome. You guys have done a great job today. That's super good work. What we're going to do now is Mrs. V is going to read your 3 independent practice word problems to your parents, and then you can practice this. You can make a video, you can put it on PowerPoints, you can do a Google slide to answer these questions, and then send them to Mrs. V so I can see how creative you got. Here's your first one. Karen has 2 toys. Alicia has 4 toys. How many toys are there in all? Here's your second one. There is 1 bird in the tree. There are 5 birds in another tree. How many birds are there altogether? And here's your very last one for independent practice. Yin has 3 dogs. Her friend has 3 dogs. How many dogs do they have all together? That's your independent practice. And remember, for your warm up today, why don't you go ahead and have your moms and dads say a number 1 through 20 out loud and have you write it down on your sheet. So if I would say the number 5, I would want you to write 5 on your sheet to practice your writing of your numbers. If your students are good with writing and can write correctly all the numbers from 0 to 20, then you can move them beyond that. But right now, we want to make sure they can write their numbers 0 to 20 correctly. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon.